In this video, we'll show you how to change the CV axle on your Ford F-150. You can find it on CarParts.com via the link in the description. For safety reasons, we strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Ford F-150 safely. Remove the central wheel hub cover. You can use pliers. To loosen the nut at the end of the CV axle, you must stop the rotation of the brake disc. Insert a flathead screwdriver thin enough to fit between the two walls of the disc. It must be inserted before the caliper mount so that it can abut against it. Using a ratchet, an extender, and a 13mm socket, unscrew the nut on the end of the CV axle. Hit the CV axle with a hammer and a pin punch to release it from the wheel hub. The components to be removed are very often seized up, so don't hesitate to brush and to use penetrating oil to make removal easier. Using a ratchet, an extender, and a 20mm socket, unscrew the 6 CV axle retaining bolts. You can rotate the CV axle as you unscrew to access all the bolts. Simply loosen the last 2 bolts to prevent the CV axle from falling. Then remove the screwdriver. Disconnect the vacuum lines from the hub lock actuator. Now you need to remove the brake system. Remove the ABS sensor cable from its fasteners. In our case, the fasteners were replaced with zip ties. Disconnect the ABS sensor's power cable. To do this, push on the tab and pull on the connector. Using a fork, disconnect the ABS sensor cable from the body. Disconnect the ABS sensor cable from the brake hose. Tip: attach a piece of electrical cable or a hook to the subframe. Using a ratchet, an extender, and an 18mm socket, unscrew the 2 holding bolts on the caliper mount. Remove the caliper assembly and hang it on the hook. Then remove the disc. Once the disc has been removed, you need to disengage the strut foot from the wheel knuckle. Brush the bolt holding the strut foot, then spray it with penetrating oil. Block the rotation of the holding nut with a 27mm wrench. Use a breaker bar and a 30mm socket to unblock the nut on the strut foot. Finish unscrewing it using a ratchet. Then remove the bolt. You can use a pin punch and a hammer to help you remove it. Using a crowbar, free the shock base from its slot. Remove the cotter pin from the castellated nut of the outer tie rod with pliers. Brush the outer tie rod holding nut and spray it with penetrating oil. Using a 19mm wrench, unscrew the outer tie rod holding nut. Tap on the knuckle to release the ball joint. Then, using a ball joint puller, a specific tool for carrying out this job, release the ball joint. Finish unscrewing the nut. Then, remove the ball joint from the wheel knuckle. You need to support the lower control arm with a jack to make it easier to remove the upper control arm ball joint retainer nut. Brush the upper control arm ball joint retainer nut and spray it with penetrating oil. Using a 21mm wrench, loosen the upper control arm ball joint nut and unscrew it a few threads. Use a ratchet and a 10mm socket to keep the ball joint from rotating. Knock on the knuckle to separate the ball joint from the upper control arm. Then release the ball joint from the wheel knuckle. If necessary, pry with a crowbar to facilitate handling. Tilt the wheel knuckle to remove the CV axle. Lower the wheel knuckle slightly with the jack to create the space needed to remove the CV axle. You can now remove the strut foot from its slot. You can now pull the CV axle out of the hub. Remove the 2 retaining bolts. Then pull the CV axle out completely. It might prove difficult to extract. Take your time using the technique shown in the video. For great content, our best price, and fast shipping, download the CarParts.com app now. Using brake cleaner and paper towels, clean the contact surface. You can also use a wire brush to help you. Brush the retaining bolts, then apply medium-strength thread locker to prevent accidental unscrewing. You can order the parts used in the video on CarParts.com via the link in the description. Take the new CV axle and unscrew the nut supplied with it. Install the CV axle following the steps shown in the video. Loosely screw the bolts sufficiently to secure the assembly. Fully reinsert the CV axle into the wheel hub assembly. Now you can replace the bolt of the strut foot. Use the jack to align the control arm bushing with the bolt insertion hole. Meanwhile, reinsert the bolt. You can use a plastic mallet. Then, screw back on the nut until it's tight. Reinsert the upper control arm ball joint into the wheel knuckle. Loosely screw the nut back on to hold it together. Put the outer tie rod back in place. Then screw it back on. Tighten the nuts with a torque wrench. Take the cotter pin and fit it into the castle nut. You can now bend the cotter pin. Remove the jack. You can now finish tightening the strut foot holding nut with a torque wrench. Reinstall the brake disc. Here's a tip. To make it easier to install the caliper, hold the disc using 2 nuts. You can now reinstall the caliper assembly and screw it back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Remove the nuts. Don't forget to remove the cable that you used to hold the caliper assembly together. You can now reconnect the vacuum hoses. Reconnect the vacuum lines. Then, reclip all of the ABS sensor cable retaining clips. Reconnect the connector. Put the ABS sensor cable back in place. Put the zip tie back in place. Replace the hub nut. Again, use the screwdriver technique to stop the rotation. Finish tightening the hub nut with the torque wrench. Put the cover back on the nut. Finish tightening the CV axle holding bolts using a torque wrench. Then remove the screwdriver. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put your truck back on the ground before properly fixing the wheels in place. Operation complete.